Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about some news that came out about the next Xbox, the project Helix. This comes from WCCF Tech and I want to talk about it a little bit. And honestly, I want to give my opinion about why all these specs are just almost meaningless, okay? So, if we come here to the website, they have a whole bunch of, specs in here, but I just want to go through the basics. Like the CPU, it's a hybrid design of up to 11 cores. These will be Zen 6. I think the current gens like PlayStation 5 and Xbox are Zen 2. So there's a big leap there. And I think like the next PlayStation 6, I think they have, programmed to be all more efficient cores, those ones that work with a lower voltage. I think this new Xbox will have like 2 or 4 cores that will run with a higher voltage. And that's because of the PC side of this machine. So for those of you who don't know, this next Xbox will be like a hybrid console that will play PC games, like native PC games. If you want to if you want to emulate everything, you can do it, and also we'll play console gaming. I think that's why. So PC gaming, when it's not native consoles, when it's PC gaming, it's more demanding. So I believe that's why they will have these 2 extra cores that run at a high voltage. Then we go to this GPU, the GPU 68 RDNA 5 compute units. So it's very, very powerful, like approximately 65% faster thanks to RDNA 5. So yeah, really, really cool. But I think the PlayStation 6 will also have something very, very similar. Then for the memory, 48 gigabytes GDDR7 across 198-bit bus. Then they say Microsoft has not yet finalized this figure and may ultimately ship with 36 gigabytes. This is way in the future. People say that the next consoles will be out in 2027. I really don't think so. I think it will be more close to 2028, but we'll see. So NPU, this doesn't say a lot, like 110 teraflops. So NPU, 110 tops in a 6 watt and 46 in the lower 1.2. Well, it's much better than the current console. So storage, of course, high speed NVMe SSD. Target performance, it will be a native 4K at 120. So this is all cool, this is nice, but honestly, what I really want to talk about is I think these specs ultimately won't matter as much. I think Xbox goal is to, appeal to everybody. So imagine with a PC that is inside a box that it's pre-made, that probably will look sleeker. I hope they won't go to the mini NTX or whatever computer like form factor, that bazooka like form factor. I think it's horrible. It doesn't look well on an entertainment system. I don't understand even the PlayStation 5 that you can use it horizontally. Mine is horizontally. I don't get it. I don't understand vertical things on a entertainment system setup. They don't look good. They never did. They never will. I don't get it. Sure, if you have more of desktop setup, sure, on a vertical way, it's cool. But if you are on a couch, if you have a TV, if you have a normal entertainment center, things don't go well if they are vertical. They just don't. So I don't get it. But we'll see. So yeah, if you have this nice form factor and you have a nice hardware that is open, like the major advantage that for Microsoft to go this route is, okay, the Xbox side of things haven't been working out. They have no exclusives, at least no really captivating exclusives. Games, Xbox doesn't appeal to the inner gamer. They have always been, DRM focused, all digital, all online. Microsoft, they never truly cared about the games. You can say whatever you want, but when you go to PlayStation or Nintendo, you can clearly see that they care about the games. They have nice exclusives, Nintendo IPs are some of the most valuable ever, and Sony also has a lot of really, really cool IPs. So I think that's their strength, and that's why gamers like those machines, myself included. Like I really like to play Nintendo games. I like to play Super Mario, the Zeldas, and all of that thing. And from Sony as well, like the God of Wars, the Last of Us, the all of those really, really cool exclusive games, they are appealing, So what I think that Microsoft is trying to do is, let's try to give a box that if it can't compete with exclusives, it will compete for everything else. So, and this is the main reason, I believe. Like, a PlayStation will always be a closed system. It makes sense. Sony wants to control it. The same with Nintendo. Nintendo wants to control that ecosystem. Makes sense, okay? I'm not judging, but Xbox will have this machine, this console hybrid, that will have the console side of things. You can still buy your games, you can still buy your Forza Horizons or Fables or whatever, you can still have them, but you have all the Steam library, you'll have all the GOG library, you'll have all the Epic library, and you'll have the side of people that love computers, people that love computers for this side, because you can just emulate anything you want, and even Nintendo Switch. Like, imagine you have an Xbox and you can already access some PlayStation games. You can emulate everything Nintendo. You can emulate a lot of things Sony, a lot of things. You can emulate a lot of things Xbox. So the retro compatibility issue, it completely disappears almost, because you can just emulate everything, And sure, it's not the same thing, and I'm a really huge retro gaming lover. I love FPGA gaming and I love original hardware. I'm not that huge on emulation. I like emulation. I have my Raspberry Pi and I do emulate on other consoles. I have my PlayStation 3, my Xbox 360. They are hacked. I can emulate there. I love it. I really, really like to open the potential of these machines. But that's the thing. Like, my Nintendo Wii is hacked. All these consoles, I had to go through processes to open them so that I can truly get the most out of them. With this machine, you don't have to. You out of the box, you just, you have everything at your disposal. And I think this is real, this is the secret sauce. I think this is Microsoft's weapon, and even if they cannot compete with Sony and Nintendo, like, everybody has a PlayStation and everybody has a Nintendo Switch. I think this is standard, okay? You may have a PC, but PC gamers usually are not big on consoles. They just like their world of changing graphic cards and whatever. And this created this big hole for Xbox, because Xbox was really this weird thing that was not defined. It was a console, but it didn't really have the appeal of the exclusives. It was not very, consumer friendly, because it's all DRM, all is online crap, So it was there on a gray area. And with this new console hybrid PC thing, I think they really can change that. So yeah, this is just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you think, and let's talk about it, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.